Chapter 184, Best Goal Piece, starts with Nagi, who was completely suppressed with Meta Vision's first try. Isagi's next goal is to use it to his advantage in attack to find an easier way to score goals in the future. We then see Igarashi and Raichi being impressed on the bench how Isagi stole the ball before from Nagi, although Nagi trapped it, and even Hayori is amazed by Isagi's new skill. He recognizes a new skill that Isagi must have unlocked, which he hadn't had before. A skill Hayori wants to have as well. We then see Isagi, who is in the process of using Meta Vision, and he's thinking about a way to use it for an attack. During his thoughts, Corona suddenly appears on his right side, and Corona is sure that Isagi will destroy City's defense on the right side, so he will be ready to support Isagi, but to his surprise, Isagi denies Corona's help as he can see more of the field and players now with his new skill, the Meta Vision. Isagi then tells Corona to follow him to break through the middle as he can foresee a distortion in the field, and Ryo is marking Isagi now, but Isagi gets easily past him. He then scans the field once again and also realizes that Kaiser is still behind him, while Ignat's counter is still disconnected, which means that Isagi can still continue attacking as long as there's still a lot of space in midfield. A Manchancy player then attacks Isagi and Corona, which forces Isagi to pass the ball to Corona, who returned it back to Isagi in a 1-2 pass. And Isagi recognizes an empty space now in which he could go into, and because of his Meta Vision he was sure to be able to reach it without losing the ball. We then get an insight of Isagi's thoughts, who says that he needs time to lower his eye while trapping to shorten it as much as possible and keep looking around. To constantly feel the entire field more, to devour more information than anyone else. Even Isagi himself is just data, which means that he needs to look at everyone including himself from a higher dimension. What can he do with his abilities? What is the other person thinking that is looking at him? If he was a god, how would he be used best? These are the thoughts that Isagi basically has in his mind currently. So Isagi is basically trying to go into a kind of god position, similar to a chess player who has his figures on the board and is able to use the different figures to his advantage. Isagi sees a clear path in the middle of the field now and keeps going past Manchancy players together with Corona until they've reached the hero Kunigami. Kunigami is ready for a pass, but Isagi uses Kunigami as a bait to enter the penalty area to summon Corona. Isagi is ready. He has found a blind spot to where he can shoot the ball and score the so-called best goal piece. And with this conclusion, the chapter comes to an end. So the chapter in general was there to show us how Meta Vision works, and it's kind of how I've explained it in the last chapter. The Meta Vision is an advanced technique of the spatial awareness that gives Isagi a bigger view of the field and his players around him. With the Meta Vision, Isagi is able to foresee actions in the defense, but also able to gain information in offense, which he needs to be able to score and find the perfect path to go through. I'm sure that Isagi's shot might get blocked by a Manchancy defender or even by the goalkeeper, and that Kaiser, who is still behind Isagi, will profit from the deflection and score another goal. Because, yes, Isagi might have taken a step further with the Meta Vision technique, but he still needs a new shot like the Kaiser Impact, which he can use to score goals as his direct shot isn't strong enough yet on world class level. Kunigami also didn't have any moments to shine so far, and I think he will be criticized a lot by Noah or Kaiser and Ness after the game, which will boost his mentality. I think it's a setup needed for the upcoming and last match against PXG, where Kunigami will have his chance to take revenge against Shido in a crucial moment by scoring the final goal of the match, and maybe he might, steal the ball from Shido before he's scoring the final goal. I'm also still wondering when Yukimiya will get his moment in attack, as he didn't do much as well so far, but yeah, the match will still take some chapters, so we gotta stay patient. So, what do you think about the current chapter? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, stay safe and have a nice day.